But this is the first day of antler hunting in 2019 and 11:52, right at high noon. We've been walking for about a half an hour. Got started about 11:30, I reckon. And anyhow, last week at this time, it was records. About 4 days ago, 4 or 5 days ago, it was record-setting cold, 21 below zero, 14 below zero. Snow was 18 inches deep, and we had some warming weather, 50-degree weather, which melted it off. And I've been rewarded with my first shed antler of 2019. So let's walk up here and see what it is. Well, right there it is. Right there's a big cedar tree. Probably could have been breaking that wind. So we'll take a gander up here and see what we got. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. First one of the year. Small 8-pointer, but nevertheless the first shed. We'll go ahead and pick that little guy up. Like I said, oh, he's stuck to the ground. You can tell it's a fresh button. It's number 1, 2019, February 4th. And it finally got cold. Yesterday it was so foggy you wouldn't have been able to see the next footstep in front of you. But we found this one right at noon. Well, there's the remains of one. Winter's harsh. Coyotes got to eat too, I guess, unfortunately. Well, there's another leg, and you can see quite a bit of hair been distributed here. Something got tore up here. Haven't found no rib cage or nothing. Just two legs of it. It's interesting we haven't found a rib cage with that much hair. That's a lot of hair scattered out there. Well, it's pretty chilly out, and I finally made my way over here to the cornfield, and I just want to show you some predation here. When we were in that 20 below zero stuff, just must have been la-la land. This corn was just completely, we still got some cobs on here, which is good. And that just goes to show you how much that severity of that winter was so far. And this is the 4th of February. And I was just thinking, look, you can still see, this is fresh corn that's been knocked down and consumed up and down through these rows. And you talk about luck of the draw. I couldn't believe that. I was cutting over here, and like I said, there's this corn for many, many wildlife. And I was thinking how hard it was going to be to find an antler. And lo and behold, I walked over here in this clearing, and see it's pretty clear. And right there is my second shed of the day. It's probably all 1 o'clock now. So we've been walking for an hour out from the last one. And there he is. We'll pick him up right here together, right here in the cornfield. Oh man, and is that fresh. Look at that blood on there. Yeah. And friends, that don't get no fresher than that. But boy, I'll tell you what, my work's going to be cut out for me to find sheds down through this cornfield. Because like I said, if that piece of corn froze on that antler. That's sort of cool. But yeah, it's really going to be, if I lay that down there like that, you can see how hard that's going to be to find those. And like I said, I'm just cutting across here, not going to consume the time today, because I'm just on a scout about. I've found 2 sheds so far. And now it's the first one in the cornfield. But boy, I'll tell you what, they have consumed their corn, and that really benefited the wildlife. We had 2 days that were 40, 50 below wind chill factors, and the deer knew where to go. High carbohydrates, and I have a cornfield. There's an ear right there that got knocked off. They'll probably be back to get that tonight. Well, second antler of the year found, and you can see how hard that's going to be to search this cornfield. On a roll now. Got on this good deer trail along the fence there, and we found another one. That's 2 within the last 10 minutes. That's a small, been trying to bend a small 10-pointer, but 2 in the last 10 minutes. That's just how it goes. So we'll see what we got here. Yeah, he's got a little blood stain on there. I'm going to pull that other one out and just see if, for curiosity, if that might be a match. Nope, they're both white antlers. This one we just found, and this one was in the cornfield. So this one's on the fence row, so not a match, but 2 different bucks for sure. All right, here's the real time, and this one almost got by me. This one, I was just, if I hadn't seen where a critter chewed on it, just got stuck by a moth while rose, I wouldn't have seen this shed. But this is a pretty good shed. But he has some chew damage, and that's just been current. That's going to happen. Oh, my fingers are cold. Sorry about the video. Man, it got cold in her. Anyhow, that was a this year shed. We'll get him out of there. Oh, he sort of froze. Yeah, he's still got some blood on him too. But, I guess he's all intact. He wasn't linked or nothing, was chewed off. Just a little bit out of that. I'll be careful with that or bust it off. But boy, that's 3 finds in a half an hour. That's pretty good. So it must be where the deer were. When I left the van this morning, I had to pick up my pack out of the cabin and get my walking stick. And I didn't have my camera with me because the van ain't more than 75 yards away. If it's that, and the cabin ain't more than 25 yards away. And as I walked up here this morning, right around 11:30, here's what I came across. So this was actually the first one. And I didn't have my camera, so I couldn't film it. But the other one that we found right at noon was the actual first one. This one was found just walking up to the cabin. And there it lays. A real good 8-pointer. And I think it's that 8-pointer that I passed up back in October. It's real symmetrical. And he's got it on his right main beam, you see right there, he's got a little hoop-de-doo swirl there. And you'll see that in the video of him that I got him. Now, he's right here at the cabin. Matter of fact, here's one of my trees that I have to fence off. He was really close up here. And so let's walk over and pick him up. And he's a nice tip of the weight. And I'm glad I passed him up. I say I know what deer score. I score them for people as official Pope and Young measure. And he was a nice buck, but he'll be just that much nicer next year. And like I say, with that little whoop-de-doo, he's pretty identifiable. I'm pretty sure that was him back in the first setting of the new clover field when that groundhogs come out. So anyhow, not a bad way to start. That's 5 on February 4th, 2019. And as I always stress, there's no rhyme or reason where you're going to find a shed antler. You found one in a cornfield with me today. You found 2 on the same trail that were different deer. Found one in the open along the fence line. It's just, and then we found this one in the front yard of the cabin. So just go out, have fun. And if you find one, that's great. Ladies and gentlemen, from the last time you see me find that shed just outside the cabin, it's unbelievable. There's my hillbilly GPS. That's where that first shed Antler was. There's my cabin. And we're going to walk this off in real time at, what was that, 4:09, something like that? Okay, I'm going to start walking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. There's the other side to that 8-pointer. About 100 yards apart. Right here on the pond. I went down to pull this camera out because I know the batteries are dead. It was 20 below and 40 and 50 mile or wind chills. And as I was coming back, there's what I was rewarded with. Look how fresh this is. Oh boy. Yeah. Unbelievable. That's that 8-pointer. I'm sure that's that 8-pointer I passed up in I can't remember whether it was October or November, but it was the first time I hunted the new clover field. It was on the 13th. And I was blessed with finding a matching set on the 4th day of February 2019. Right on the pond's edge. As I turn around, there's the cabin on the hill. It's unreal. And there's that cedar tree right there. Got those big rubs on it. And as I walked over here, this is real time, ladies and gentlemen. As I was walking over here to show you those rubs that you've seen in that early video. Well, now we're on top of the dam, and I'll be damned. Look what's laying right there. Oh man. A matching set, plus, this was 7 sheds in one day, and a matching set, and find this guy right on top of the dam. Bringing you over here to show you that rub tree, and stumbled right into this. So like I said, there's no rhyme or reason. Just go shed hunting and have fun. I'll pick this up, first human hand right along with me. Oh, he's stuck on the ground. And you can tell those birds are really fresh. Yeah, that 8-pointer was found on that south-facing slope. You see all the snow's melted off that. And now that we're up here, that other one that we were just looking at, those rub trees, it was found right on the dam. Well, there's the other side. Just like I said, I just found that first side this morning. Like I said, just walking in there with no camera. And I know that's that 8-pointer. There's no doubt about it. And to find both his other side, they were within 100 yards of each other. It's unreal, unreal. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know, every minute you just seen something. Every minute spent in the woods can lead to a new adventure. And had I not had that camera to go down and pull out, I wouldn't have found that other side today, and I wouldn't have found that one on the dam. And that was all within 10 minutes from basically putting a wrap on today. But now, after doing that, here's what I got for my labor. I think I found this one up in the cornfield. I don't know. They look pretty darn close. This is the one I found in the cornfield, and the bases are pretty close. That could be a match, but that 8-pointer, no doubt about it. And just going down to pull out the camera, and then the other 3 that we found. What a day! What a day! First day out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 sheds, since 11:30 this morning. Well, finding them sheds don't make me any special person or whatever. But what really is neat is I found them with my subscribers. The first day of shed hunting, last year I started on the 22nd, and I found a matching set. And this year, on the 4th of February, 2019, I found a matching set, possibly two. But it's just so great. But like I said, there's absolutely no rhyme, reason, or whatsoever. It's just as good as going to the casino. Spin the roulette wheel, and wherever it stops, nobody knows. So don't get down on yourself. Don't think somebody else got a better field or better option than you, and just go. Because like I said, if I hadn't walked down and got that camera, I wouldn't be talking to you right now, because that was going to be a wrap on finding that single right by the cabin. Instead, I found both of them within 100 yards of each other, and about, if you had took the distance, it wouldn't have been 40 yards away from the cabin either way. So that's it. Hope you enjoy it, and more shed hunting to come. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I'm coming to you from the Non-Typicals laboratory. And I found some really interesting facts that I want to share with you.